Hello everyone, Sheila back again. I am busy sitting putting the band on. You can't see it properly because it's down there, but this cardigan's all sewn up. I'm just doing the bands. I'm using circular needles for the band because I'm picking up the stitches. I wasn't going to do the band like this, but I thought because it's very soft, this wool, and I thought it would be too floppy, it might stretch a bit, but then I thought instead of using 325mm needles, I'm using just 3mm needles. I thought it'll make it a bit more firmer, so it'll not stretch as much. Because I think that, if you can see looking at it, I think the band looks much better done sideways on this kind of pattern. So I've cast the stitches. Pick the stitches up. Well, you actually pick the rows up when you're doing it. I've just picked up 3 rows and missed one. So it's every 4th row I've missed all the way up. I've picked up 127 stitches up that side. And I'm going to do about, how many rows have I done here? Better check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've done 5. I think I'm going to knit to 8 rows and then cast the stitches off. Then I have to pick the other side up. And then it's just a matter of putting the buttons on and getting rid of any long ends. I always use this as a cast on end. I'll leave that for sewing the buttons on. Actually, I'll just like weave it up to where the first button is and then use it for the rest of the buttons. And then just a matter of getting rid of any other ends and that on it, and it's finished. And I'll be able to post it off, but it'll not be today. It'll probably be, maybe it's tomorrow. I'll be able to get to the post office tomorrow morning and get it posted. Have to try to get it in the post before all the new dates for the strikes and that, to make sure it's gone well before the strikes start again. I think it's on the 9th. I think the next strike is on the 9th, I think. It's a bit of a hassle with all the strikes with the post and that. You don't know how you're on with the I was hoping that a parcel was going to come today from the Knitting Network, where I ordered some wool to do those little reindeer sweaters, but it hasn't come today. And it has got a tracking number on. I've checked the tracking number and it's in Tyneside, which is my area, main place now. So I thought I should have got it today, but because it was in there yesterday, it must have went there last night, according to the date on it, but it hasn't come to my house today, so I'm hoping it's tomorrow. If not tomorrow, it's going to be Monday. But anyway, it gives me a little bit of time to knit the other pieces. I have to work out what stitch I'm on to here. And I was out last night, out to my bingo. Me and my friend did win, both of us. But before I went out, I was picking my friend up at 7:20, so I always leave half an hour before that time. It takes me half an hour from leaving my house to picking her up. And when I went out my normal time, 10 to 7. Forgot that there was a diversion at there's a big roundabout near where I live, and I don't know what they're doing on the roundabout, but both sides, the whole roundabout's closed off, and I forgot there was a diversion that was going to take me up to another roundabout, so I had to turn around and come back down and go around the outside of the other side of that roundabout, because we couldn't go around the middle of it. And I forgot about that, so that was about a 5-minute extra. And then when I got onto the last roundabout, before I get onto a road called Sandy Lane, which is the last road I go on, that takes me onto the A1 where I live. And I could see a lot of lights around the roundabout. It's a very big roundabout, you can't see all the way around it, but I could see a lot of lights flashing and all that. And when I got up to it, I got onto the roundabout part of the way around, and we were stopped. There was police cars and ambulances, and got stuck on that roundabout for 10 minutes because they held the traffic up. I worked it out eventually. They were waiting for an ambulance coming. There was already ambulances on the roundabout. I don't know. Well, they must have needed another one, but all the traffic had been held up coming from Newcastle area to the area where that roundabout was. And it had all been held up, and there must have been an ambulance couldn't get through. So they stopped all the traffic going around the island and letting all this traffic come past. It took 10 minutes. There was miles and miles and miles of it. So when I eventually got to pick up my friend, 15 minutes late, she said to me, "Where have you been? Where have you been?" This is her, you know, not worried anything could happen to me or anything, but where you been, you know, where you been. And I'm telling her, you know, what had happened, and she says, "We're going to be late." I says, "We're not late." I says, "It's only 20 to 8. I says, the bingo doesn't start till 1:15. We always give ourselves plenty of time." I says, "It's only 10 minutes up the road from, you know, your house," I says, to the club. So that shut her up anyway. We got there and we got sat in, and we could see somebody, looked like somebody was sitting in our seat, and you know, we always have the same seats when we go in, and she's looking, she said, "Somebody in our seat over there," looking. Of course they seen us coming in, and whoever it was got up and went somewhere else. Otherwise, you might be sitting in our seat, but you'd have my friend to contend with if you didn't get up. So anyway, we sat down and got sorted, and we always pick they have a large domino card comes around the place. I think it has about 200 numbers on it, something like that. And the time we go in, we always have a number each on the domino card, and we always pick the same numbers. Well, being late, those numbers weren't there. So the fella that runs the card, like you see, and I'm probably there's only large numbers left. So it doesn't matter, we'll just take one, we'll take one each of them. So my friend picked 122, and I picked the next one to it, 123. So we'll have a game of bingo, and then have a break after the first game, and then call out the domino cards. I have a meat draw and a domino card, and there's a machine that a machine that picks the numbers for the cards, and the machine went around, and it was number 123 that come up. And I was just joking to my friend just before. I says, "Wouldn't it be great?" I says, "Would both our numbers come up on that domino cards, because one number wins you £50 and the other one wins you £25. So my number came up 123, and I thought, "Oh God," I said, "we've got one of our numbers on." So I went to the stage place where the woman was that calls the bingo and that, and she's handing me my packet with the money in and pressing the thing for the next number that come up, and 122. My friend was sitting there saying, "Anne, it's yours, get up." So she got up, she got the 25, I got the £50, she got the £25. We're walking back to the table, and you know, those little voices, "It's a fix, that. It's them two again." I says, how can it be a fix? I says, "It's a machine that picks the numbers." I says, "Never mind picking on us just because we've won, but you're always winning, you two. You won last week and the week before." I says, "We won last week, but we didn't win the week before because we weren't here." I says, "I didn't drive up in the rain the week before." "Well, it was the week before that you won as well." I says, "I know we won as well that week as well." And we're sitting down, and he says, this fella, he says, "You bite the cherry every time, don't you, Sheila?" I says, "I know, I cannot help myself." I says, "When you start seeing things like that." So I had a good night, and then we had a game of bingo. I never won anything in the bingo, but my friend won £5 a line. Then you get those comments again, "It's them two again." You think we're the only ones that ever won more than once. And then this morning, I'm checking my premium bonds, and I had two £25 premium bonds up this morning. So my luck is in lately, actually. Pity it wasn't the million, though. I'd rather win the million. But I suppose I should be happy with what I'm getting. So I am going to keep on knitting this till I finish it. and then I'm going to do a bit of my own tonight. And then tomorrow I'll be starting on Val's mother's cardigan. Get that one done. But I'm starting to get orders right, left and centre. They're coming from Instagram, Facebook, even Etsy. I had a lady message me on there, and she's wanting to know about some little newborn baby cardigans, and I had to tell her, leave a message on, tell her, give her my email address. I says, contact me on my email. I says, Etsy don't like you getting orders of people off their site when it's not going through their site. They don't make anything out of it. So I have other ones to do, but I can't do any of the other small ones because I'm waiting of the wool coming in that parcel, because they're Aran ones. But I have the ones with the reindeers on. I can knit what I can of those until that wool comes for the face. I do have some double knitting in the wool for the part of the face, the bottom part of the face for Rudolph. And if something happens and it doesn't come, I'll probably put 2 strands of that together and see whether it'll be all right for the face, because I have double knitting in the right colour, just I didn't have any Aran in it. But anyway, it's a dark, miserable day. It's 3 o'clock, well, just after 3. It was 3 o'clock when I started this video. And it's really dark and miserable, and I think it's been raining as well. But I don't know whether it's getting dark early or whether it's just the weather that's dark, but it's, 3 o'clock, it's not usually that dark. So I've had to put my light on. So I hate the winter. I like the summer months better. So I'll be glad when we get back to the time change again, it starts getting lighter. So that's just my little bit for today, to let you know what's been happening, what I've been doing, and what I will be doing. And I think, oh yeah, when I was at my granddaughter's the other day, that's the second little doll's pram blanket I've started. I got that much done when I was at my granddaughter, so just a little bit more of that one, and I'll be able to tell Carol she can come and pick both of those up, or her son. I think she said her son lives near Newcastle area where I live anyway. I like to have a little bit of everything when I'm knitting. I'm not satisfied with just one thing. So that's my bit for now. Thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you all another day. So bye for now.